Hi, welcome back to this lesson. Today, you are going to learn how to turn simple AI prompts into income, either by building prompt library you can sell as digital products, or by offering custom prompt bundles as a freelancer service. Let's start with the big picture. Prompt packs might seem simple, but they're one of the fastest, most profitable ways to start making money with AI. Why? Because people don't want to learn how to prompt, they just want results. They want a shortcut that works, something they can copy, paste, and use to save time or grow their business. And when you create a prompt library that solves a real problem, like writing content faster, clarifying your brand voice, or onboarding new clients, you are offering something way more valuable than just a list of prompts, because you are giving them leverage. Also, prompt packs are flexible. You can sell them as digital products for 10 to 100 USD. You can build them for clients as a service and charge 150 to 500 or more. You can bundle them into your existing freelance work, or turn them into tripwires, lead magnets, or portfolio pieces. You don't need to be an expert writer or have a big audience. You just need to understand the problem you are solving, and then structure your prompts in a way that makes it easy for someone else to get results. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to plan, write, package, and monetize your own prompt library, so you can use it to grow your income starting next week. Before we jump into ChatGPT, we need to plan what kind of prompt library we are building, because the more specific your pack is, the easier it is to sell or deliver. You can start by choosing a niche or problem to solve. For example, are you helping content creators come up with ideas faster? Are you helping coaches write launch emails? Or are you helping service providers onboard clients with less back and forth? Don't try to create a prompt pack for everyone. Think small, clear, and outcome-based. Now ask yourself, what is the result someone will get after using these prompts? It could be a week of content, a full sales page, a simplified workflow, or a client-ready brand voice system. The goal is to make the result obvious. Then, map out 3 to 5 core use cases or sections for the pack. This can be content types, process steps, or categories. If you're offering this as a freelance service, you will want to gather a few quick details from your client before you start, like what their audience is, the tone, and what tools they already use. Now that we've mapped out the purpose and structure of your prompt pack, let's talk about how to generate prompt libraries that are actually worth selling or delivering to clients. Your goal is not to create a generic write a blog post prompts. That's what everyone is doing, and it doesn't sell. What sells are prompts that solve a specific pain points, include built-in context, and guide ChatGPT to think like a strategist, not just a content machine. You can start by using your section outline from the last step. For each use case, you will want to create prompts that are detailed, flexible, and outcome-focused. For example, if you are building a prompt library for a business coach who struggles to create consistent content, instead of asking for Instagram ideas, you might ask, write a prompt that helps a business coach. Here is the specific audience. Generate 5 Instagram post ideas related to mindset. Here is the specific tasks or outcome. Include placeholders for their niche and content themes. That's already 10 times more valuable, and that's what people will pay for. It's using the bracket to show where the user can insert their niche and their core themes, so the prompts can be reused by different clients or audience. This turns it into a plug and play asset, which your client and customers can use over and over again. Then, to add some strategic value, you can ask, give me 3 variations of this prompt using different tones. One friendly, one bold, one expert. Then, let's go deeper and ask, give me a sample output so I can include a real example in my prompt pack. We can ask it to format the content based on different platforms. For example, rewrite this for LinkedIn instead of Instagram. So, you are not giving people prompts. You are giving them creative direction, structure, and time-saving solutions they didn't have before. This is how you quickly build a prompt system, not just a static list. You are creating reusable, niche-specific shortcuts, which people can apply across different platforms or situations. And you can repeat this process across the 3 to 5 sections you outlined before, making sure each prompt is specific, results-driven, and easy to personalize. Once you've generated your prompts, the next step is packaging. And this is where you turn your AI output into something that looks valuable, strategic, and worth paying for. Because let's be honest, a list of 20 unformatted prompts in a text file will not sell, but the exact same prompts, organized clearly, branded cleanly, and delivered with a bit of structure. That's what makes someone hit buy or say yes to your freelance offer. I will not do a step-by-step tutorial to package your prompt pack in this video because the process is pretty simple and there's a lot of beautiful templates you can use from Canva, Notion, or Google Doc. If you are delivering this as a freelance service, you can go a step further. You can personalize the formatting with your client's brand voice, offer type, and niche. You can add short notes beneath each prompt with suggestions like, "This is perfect for weekly newsletters." Even something as simple as bolding key phrases or grouping similar prompts together can make the pack feel more intentional and way more valuable. You can also include a sample output or example response for 1 or 2 of the prompts. That way, your buyer or client isn't guessing what it's supposed to do. They can see the outcome clearly. But if you are delivering it as part of a larger offer, like a content strategy, AI setup, or onboarding, position this as a ready-to-use asset. They can revisit it again and again. Your prompts might be AI generated, but the structure, clarity, and confidence come from you. And that's what they are paying for. Now that you know how to build a strong, usable prompt library, let's talk about how to turn this into income, either as a product or a freelance service. There are 2 main paths you can take. First, you can sell your prompt packs as low-ticket digital products. This works really well on platforms like Gumroad, Etsy, or your own Notion storefront. Price them between $9 to $49, depending on how specific and valuable they are. If the prompts save time, generate content, or solve a frustrating problem, they are worth paying for, even at a small price point. Prompt packs also make great lead magnets, tripwires, or bonuses. You can use them to grow your list or to warm up buyers before a higher ticket offer. The second path is offering prompt libraries as a freelance or consulting service. Businesses want to use AI, but they don't want to figure out how to prompt. You can package it down for your prompt system that's customized for their niche, their voice, and their workflow. These services can range from $150 to $500 USD or more, depending on the complexity, the use case, and whether you include any training or workflows. You can pitch this as part of your existing offers, like strategy, content, or email setup. Or you can sell it on its own as AI made easy for your business. Either way, you are not just offering prompts, you are offering clarity, time saved, and a personalized shortcut that clients can use again and again. You now have everything you need to turn a single skill into something you can sell, deliver, and scale. Your next step is to choose one niche and build a 10 to 20 prompt library that solves a specific problem. Use the prompt creation method we covered, organize it into sections, and format it clearly in a Google Doc or Notion page. You can turn that into a portfolio piece, use it in a code pitch, or list it as a product on Gumroad. You don't need to overthink it, just ship version 1. And remember, you are not selling AI skills, you are selling results, structure, and confidence. Alright, that's it for this lesson, and I will see you in the next one.